cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. Hey, I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna leave a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I'll be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. First of all, 2023. Hope everybody is doing well. Um, yeah, a lot has happened. A lot has happened since the last show. I think the last show was like, when was the election? The 12th. So the last show would have been the 13th. Nearly a month has gone. As I say, I hope everybody had a good Christmas season, good carnival season. Um, right now, first of all, even before me talk about what season is right now. Good night, everybody. It's Alan Powell. This is the topics, and joining me, my co-host this evening is gonna be Reese Just. Night, Reese. What's going on?
Hey, I don't want to go on by blessings. Thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to join you right here on the topics. First show of the year. So I feel privileged to be able to be on the platform to kick off the year. To everybody out there, the supporters of the topics. Happy New Year. Wishing you a
Mm-hmm.
bright and prosperous 2023. And as we progress through the year, just find whatever your passion is and go to your passion and deal with the thing, right?
Yeah, man. As I was saying, everything is about seasons. Coming to the
Boy.
end of football season right now. Basketball season gonna heat up. Right now it's hoodie season. Right now is the season. Right now, a lot of man gonna be getting back the girlfriend. You understand? 'Cause carnival just done. So
Mm.
just don't do. You know, everybody do what they have to do. Carnival is a different kind of time. You got to let all of those things slide. You know what I'm saying? Right now,
Mm.
it's cuffing season. You got to get back in the groove. So you don't know when sports time now you go sharp and say, well, this is my girl. So a lot of man gonna give out their girlfriend this month. As a matter of fact, as we speak at this very moment, I sure you man, sending a little text. You know what I mean? We'll make sure things get back good. So all of
And
these things got to.
you got to do, like you say, everything got a time and a season, and
Yeah,
if that's the season that we're in, then you got
yeah,
to just
man.
navigate through the season and do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's a cold time. You got to bundle up and get warm. Um, as I said, yes, so we got all the way back to December the 18th. Talk about what's been going on. As I said, a lot of things been going on, and not because it happened long time. We got to refresh the thing.
You got to address it.
Um, yeah. First thing what I have in here is actually we found out who the ministers are, and if you want to know, as usual, as typical, the premier is everything. is the minister of money, basically. I could list it off for you, but finance, statistics, economic planning, human resources, trade and consumer affairs, tourism, public utilities and energy, foreign investments, government information service, and news television. So, you would like a job? Human resources, that's the premier. Finance, statistics, as I say, economic planning, all the new geothermal that's gonna be coming in, everything gonna be passing to the premier. Public utilities, well, imagine that got to do with the airport too. And we talk about like the airport. So everything gonna be passing through the premier. Um Eric is agriculture and natural resources, fisheries, cooperatives, culture, and housing. Good. First, let me ask you a question. What do you think about the premier ministry, the minister of
Um,
money?
I'll be honest with you. I think that he has too many portfolios, but I think with losing one seat, that may be the way that they have to go to navigate that. Um, by losing one individual in cabinet, I think that would have been the way they might have had to go to navigate that. But I feel that it is too much for one person, and there are major portfolios. There are portfolios that require a lot of time and require a lot of diligence in the work that needs to go into those portfolios. I think it's a little too much for one person.
But still, at the same time, you know what you're gonna come down to really and truly. I never feel honestly like the ministers have to do all of the work. I think that they have to have. It gonna mean that he have to have a lot of different outlooks, goals, strategies, objectives, all of them kind of thing that in a lot of different streams. But actually, is the permanent secretaries I think gonna have to do the majority of the work. Is actually the people in the office who gonna actually have to do the work. So I think like it gonna be important. The team, if you got a solid team in these cases, well, that gonna be key. Which means sometimes you're gonna got to hear yes, and something you're gonna got to hear no.
Um, I agree, yes, but like you said, the permanent security situation, that means now you have a lot of individuals giving a lot of information to one person. It's still too much for one person to ingest and still have to be able to regurgitate said information. For example, at the Premier's press conference. So you're gonna have a group of meetings leading into the press conference, and now you have to retain all this information to be able to regurgitate it. It's going to be tough, and there are major portfolios.
But when you get double salary, sometimes you got to do tough things. So
You, no,
you
okay.
you know how it is, Me and you a sportsman. When we see certain player and we see the performance, we end up and watch and say, "Lord, but yo, you're getting paid."
Then
You know
you
what I
get
mean?
in pay. You
And
get in
then
pay. You get in pay.
somehow, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we don't end up and watch and we just say, "Look," and it's not even that. It's deeper than that. Really and truly, you put yourself forward, public service and all this type of thing, and you have to just take those things along with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but everybody, the others who are also elected members put themselves in the public service. But if we look at their portfolios, they are substantially smaller, and they are not necessarily the major portfolios, right? And when you're speaking about finance, and you have all the financial portfolios, that's a problem because they are all major portfolios.
I think some of them were even created because I don't remember some of the portfolios
I
necessarily
agree.
being.
I agree. I didn't remember when I heard the portfolios being announced. I didn't know that some of them were actually portfolios.
Yeah, like economic planning. But you see, one thing when I look at it, what I realize is the premier when he look at the board, he decide he got to put it on himself, and that make things kind of very easy for me. You understand? So anything to do with the money not flowing, I know who I need to talk to, and he does have a best practice every month. So things very convenient in my estimation based upon how I see things
Okay.
put out. Um, what do you think about the fact that the junior ministers are totally independent? Like they don't,
Um,
and why I see in the portfolios, they're not under any.
they're not under anyone. They actually have their own portfolios, correct?
Yeah, yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think about?
I saw that. I think in Troy's case, Troy would have been in the position or been around the vibes long enough to understand and work his way through his own portfolios. I think in the young lady's case, Janelle, with her being completely new to the arena, I think that she should have probably been under someone to at least have some form of guidance going forward. But I guess clearly they put some kind of trust in her. They believe in her in a substantial way that they decided that she could do it on her own. Um, hopefully she has individuals around her that could guide her so she don't make any reckless mistakes going forward.
Okay, well, here's one thing I would like to say with regards to the ladies. Understand? Um, at some point in time, at some stage in time, a lady is gonna actually run this country. Um, I think that it is important not only that we have junior ministers or even ministers of government, but I feel like it would be nice if the ladies are not given the positions of what is it, gender affairs,
And that is
health, um, and what would be the other? There's another one. Social services, community affairs. No, I am not knocking these positions. I'm not saying that these positions are not meaningful and they don't do something impactful to the society. However, I feel like the trend has been to give the ladies these responsibilities, and I really would like to see more ladies in even greater positions of power and being able to really impact the society. I would say in greater ways. You understand you understand where I'm coming
no,
from?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. Um, but I think giving the ladies gender fear really and truly is a slap in the face, especially the fact that it seems to always go to a lady. I think that we should bounce these portfolios around. I don't think, and really and truly, I don't think any one person should necessarily retain a portfolio all the time. Like every time there's an election and you win, you get the same portfolio all the time. I think we don't need some new blood in some of these entities.
Really and truly, it would have been better if each entity was itself a structure. You understand? Rather than the power being concentrated under one person. But this is the system that we have at this particular moment in time. So we just got to work with it. Mm. Next thing, next thing, and I got to say nice words before before we deal with the next thing. That, you know, when you're going to say something kind of when you gotta be tough, you gotta say nice things.
Yeah, you got the easy blow.
Yeah, so we got the easy into the budget address, and in particular want to zero in particular on some comments, some statements made by the Honorable Attorney General, the Minister of Justice, a fine man with with a good heart and a good mind, and want to definitely contribute to the society. Understand? All of these things.
So that address my
Honorable,
boy.
oh yeah, honorable gentleman. Want to say all of these things. Whoa, say all that to say. Um, we, we we don't have the clip. Happy New Year to Adele and good night to everybody again. We don't have the clip, because Ira is being responsible, being a responsible father. But to put it in short, the AG would have targeted, I would say, the users of cannabis in a speech that he made, and he would have informed people. He would have just, how I try to rationalize it, right? Before a season, sometimes the league tap to the referees, and the league try to emphasize and say, This year we're focusing on traveling. This year we're focusing on carrying. This year we're focusing on flapping." You understand? So I feel like, at particular junctures of the year, you would hear politicians come out, and they would just let the police know, I feel like we got to focus. And this year, the focus was on the cannabis users. Okay? And he came out and he was just emphasizing that if you use it, it will be $1,000 fine if you do it in public. And I think you could be arrested if it's lit. I think that is the case. Um, and the general public was with it. Um, he would have said other things. I'm paraphrasing, as I said. I don't have the particular clip right now. I don't want to play it right now in the middle of the show. But he just would have gone out, and he was focusing on the cannabis use. And the question that the cannabis users are asking is, so what's going on with the cigarette? What's going on with the cigars? You understand? Is I think that he would have mentioned as well, some people have asthma. And I think he would have spoken to the how people use it and blowing it in people's face and all these kind of things. Oh, let me tell you something. Wait, don't know when last you come Nevis. Don't know, don't know. But let me tell you, very hard, very hard to go to an event and not see somebody smoking. No, still at the same time, we can't like smoke a blowing on my face. You got to really go by them, eh? You got to go in the space. No, me not tell you, there somewhere and smell that smoke, and it come with a very particular fragrance. You understand that this cannabis is being smoked. You understand? I need to add my fine for that thinking sense. I will be more than 1,000. You see, and that's the thing. I feel like I am entitled to share opinion. I don't feel like nobody should blow no kind of smoke in nobody's face. You can, if really and truly, if this was as prevalent as you would think that it would be, there would be a lot more fights. Somebody just walk up to you and blow smoke in your face. Really? majority of the places you go right now, you're gonna see somebody got some kind of grill on. So there gonna be some kind of smoke wherever you go. And I just feel like it was kind of unfair, you know, target the cannabis users. What's your opinion?
Um, so let me put it forward first of all. I don't smoke at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's to put that out there first so that you could have an understanding. No, I felt like um it was in a sense discrimination. And I'll tell you why. I could recall seeing a lot of people come out of cruise ships smoking cigarette. And there's nothing in place for people who smoke cigarette. I could recall going to high school and being down by the square and seeing one or two people smoking in the square. But cigarette, there ain't nothing in place for cigarettes. But we put it in place for marijuana. Um, and they're saying, for one of the things they would have said is, oh, people have asthma. But one of the things that we've noticed is that marijuana is not being used medically. So clearly there's some form of medicinal purpose for marijuana. You can't find that for cigarettes. So I don't have the same thing in place for cigarettes. Matter of fact, if you want to have it like that, I have been to places where there are designated smoking areas where you can go in that side there and everybody over there smoke. Not in the regular place where everybody are cool, but there are smoking areas. So it's going to be that way. Then it's either you're going to allow you smoking in one area or no smoking at all, right? No, the problem with that will come in where your tourist dollars is important. Another thing, tourists coming in will be smoking. You don't have to penalize the tourists. So you penalize the local. That is where the problem come in. You understand? So, because most tourists really may not be able to get a hand of it, but they're bringing a cigarette them with them. You can find cigarette in Rams, you can find cigarette in Super, in Best Buy, you can find cigarette wherever. So, you don't want to penalize them, but you want to penalize the local man. I don't want to agree with that. So it's either you're going to allow everybody to smoke, I allow no smoke. That is how I feel about it.
And and it was tough. It was tough. I didn't go escape for carnival at all. So I can't tell you nothing from first hand from what I saw. But I was told that yeah, it was the same Oleska. The Oleska.
Yeah.
The officers was even like being like, listen, go in at the band then and do it. You understand? So that we got like at least a little space between them kind of thing. The officers were actually accommodating because I feel like you have to really focus on the stuff. Like when the guy, I don't even know if he lost his life, but as a somebody was stopped. I think these are the kind of things that you really need to. When I say she always end up problem. I, I feel like the violence. These are these are the things you really want to focus on stopping. In my estimation, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I just feel like we don't. For example, did you know that it's against the law to be drunk in a public place, Mr. Chuck? In Kingston, New
Um,
York, you
yeah, I heard that sometime, but I didn't believe it, but it was shown to me.
no,
Unfortunately,
I saw pictures of several people drunk laying down all over the place. Me not recall none of them getting locked up. It's even against the law not to lock them up. They put that in the same block, but you don't hear the emphasis at any moment in time with regards to the consumption of alcohol. You don't hear. Remember and
But
listen. The fine is like
Alan,
$15 now. Go
Alan
ahead.
easy, Alan easy. I understand that is against it, like, but remember, I don't smoke, but I do drink. They don't talk about I like it too
No,
much. Easy,
I know,
easy,
I
easy
know.
from that one.
But
Easy,
you see,
man.
this is where I
Easy.
want. This is where I want to talk about it. This is where I want to talk about it because you also see discrimination in the fact that you don't see alcohol consumption and cannabis consumption treated in the same fashion.
No, you don't.
No, and
No, you
all of
don't.
that, as I say, leading into the discrimination. If you want to focus on the cannabis, listen, how you really supposed to look at it as substance abuse. And I think if you really want to look at St. Kitts and Nevis, if you really want to look at a lot of the problems that are going on, I want to believe, I really want to believe that alcohol is going to be um, on a higher level of causing problems. Then I got to say, if
Boy.
that's the case, you see, you there bluff as you take a drink. As you take a drink, you got to bluff. I want to believe so. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But one of the things that we have seen and we know exists is that there are laws that they pay attention to and laws that they don't pay attention to. We know that they enforce certain things and they don't enforce certain things, and unfortunately they went after the weed business this year, but
Well, as I tell you, they only went after it in kind of spirit because even when I think back, I don't recall hearing. Normally, you would hear if there is really a problem, there is some kind of tension. You would hear a rush of people say, "Well, by yeah, I get a ticket or whatever for this," but I don't even recall hearing that. I feel like it was and it was cool. Everybody said they like the carnival. I just
yeah,
realistically, I'm telling you, realistically, I don't know what kind of event you're
no,
going,
no, I'm gonna tell you
but it's
something
not
there.
gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you something. I remember you had a year I went in the Rose Garden culture, and I went in the Rose Garden and I went there for about 40 minutes. And when I come out, I know for a fact I was high. But that was my choice to go where where I knew there was going to be marijuana. So if you know there's something in an area that you don't want to be around, you shouldn't be in that area. And I think that's one of the things that we need to watch. So I think the AG may have jumped the gun and may have said something they should not say.
Here, what make the age jump the gun to, and we're gonna get out for the age just now. I don't really mean the on your case. Man. Fine, you're a fine man, fine man. But but the AG is not dealing with criminal matters. The AG is dealing with like the $32,000 that the guy get. That's the AG loss right there. So the AG deal with real money matters. When the police and them do the stupidness, those are AG matters. Yeah, and we're gonna get to that when we reach there yet. But that's the AG thing. The DPP is the one who need to be upon these criminal matters.
Who handle the criminal
So
matters? Yes.
if the age is smart, the age is gonna stay out of them kind of thing there from now on. He could talk and say, well, the lie is the lie. I feel like it would be better emphasis if he really come out and say certain things what he would like to see change and why he would like to see them change.
But I have a question for you. Um, do you think it would have been better if the AG would have made a statement as a joint statement alongside the DPP?
That's what I'm saying. If this gonna be if we're gonna be talking about criminal matters, we need to hear from the DPP. We don't need to hear from the AG about nothing with the police and all these kind of things. The AG ain't got nothing to do with the police. The AG dealing with laws, the AG fighting cases. That's it. No, I hear nothing else from the AG with
Yeah,
police and
feel
all
you,
them
feel
kind
you,
of
feel
thing.
you.
That, no, unless he gain like his opinion on something like going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? Relevant
Gotcha.
to fit the situation. Oh yeah, and I just see something. Begging is a crime too. I feel like the police need to invest in that down in Charlestown. That would make a lot of money
Begging
to
is a
stop
crime?
begging. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
No.
Being a nine, being a nine is a crime. Being a nine.
That is
In
on the books.
yeah, yeah.
The
Is
books
there?
need to update. The books need to update. The books need to update. We
Yeah.
need the books to update.
Listen, this was really and truly to target black people, but it's still there. This was some kind of vagrant still out. Yeah, it had a picture of Eric and Jalmin holding a trophy together and wearing the same T-shirt. I don't want to say that again. That's all I have on that topic. I don't. I just don't want to say that again. No.
Alright, what are you running into now?
Um, Canada is banning some foreigners from buying property because the prices of homes and all that kind of thing like, is high. Versus in Nevis where we take off the duty and the whatever foreign tax we use to charge. That has been removed in order for us to stimulate foreign exchange. What do you think?
Um, I think I understand the reason why Canada did it. Well, what you would have seen in Canada is that you would have seen a lot of individuals coming in that would have made their wealth elsewhere and came in and purchased homes and then caused the prices at the market the market prices actually rise. So you have individuals coming into Canada, for example, from Asian countries, and they buy a house for 500,000, but then they put upgrades in the house, and the house is now valued at 1.5 million. Well, the house that's next to that house, the value now gone up, even though you ain't do nothing, just because of the proximity you are to a $1 million house now, your that property value goes up. So it makes it harder for now local people to be able to purchase homes. So you have to stop people, individuals coming from outside with that kind of money, because when you drive the market up and it stops local people, Canadians, from being able to afford homes. So I understand what they did. Um, in the case of St. Kitts neighbors, we kind of look towards the foreign money coming in. Um, I don't necessarily agree with the duty coming out, but I understand you take the duty, you have to make it more attractive for them to want to come in to invest. So yeah, that's kind of how it fall.
So if we see in this in Canada, and also I keep on saying this small thing, I hope everybody realize what's going on with the government, plural. Notice I put on the government and the proposed government's arm. You realize that the government is in the business heavy of building houses.
Mm.
All I'm saying is what I'm realizing, if the government are building houses, if it's such a lucrative business, if so much of people want houses but they can't afford it, then that tell me there is a major money problem. As me say, I don't feel like the solution necessarily supposed to come from the government directly. I mean, I really want the government involved in a real estate to that extent. But it's just something what me notice as far as like the government heavily into building houses. rather than putting us in a position to, you know, labby one home. It was just a thought.
You see what Starboy just said. Why doesn't Nevis enforce a policy like Angola where the land is leased to foreigners and not sold?
See, I even how I want to bring up Cayman because really and truly, I just feel like we need to be better first of all, I suppose. But when you're talking about Cayman, it's just like you got to spend so much money just to get a temporary citizenship, and then you got to spend this not amount of money if you want to be like a permanent, and then you got to have this money in circulation for this not amount of time, like maybe a decade in order to fully like be a Cayman citizen. Like we trying to make it so easy to give away our passport and our rights, and I feel like we really need to focus in and we need to get it long term. It need to be a buy-in when with regards to the business what we're doing. Otherwise, men don't really see
No,
how
but you think if you
right.
do it long term, you'll be able to attract individuals to come in and do that kind of business? Because, for example, when you look at Cayman really, in a sense, could stand without said individuals. But are we in a position where we could actually negotiate to make it so hard for them that they may not want to come in?
And that's where I stand off and say, you see, the problem really is we got to be better because if we better, then we're gonna be attractive. And that's the thing, really and truly. When you're dealing with these situations, then you need if you want leverage, it only gonna come from the fact that you're attractive. So if we don't have that, when you're dealing with these places, is the fact that you could do the business. But it's not just that, like fantastic health care. Um, even if something happened to a major extent, Miami right there. You know what I'm saying? You got entertainment all over the place. You got restaurants. So as I said, we in and of ourselves, we gotta be better. So we could be attractive. So people could actually say, yo, they wanna be here. But that's what make the premier is gonna roll out his initiatives, his economic plan. So that's where we're gonna be in good hands.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's another side to that as well, right? Because as a Caribbean community, unless everyone buys into that idea or buys into said ideology, then you're gonna lose out to Antigua, you're gonna lose out to Dominica, you lose out to Saint Lucia. So in a sense like that, if Saint Kitts Nevis say this is what we're gonna do, I mean somebody person can just say, well, they in Dominica, they in Grenada, they in Vinci. So if you don't have a total buy-in from the rest of the Caribbean, then if Saint Kitts Nevis does something like that, any island does something like that, then they're gonna lose out to everybody else. And that again is something that you don't necessarily want to risk because either way it is, people just looking for convenience. These people ain't looking for a long time. They ain't thinking on a long time, not down the road. They're thinking about now.
But I just saying I feel like that's the tension. Because we got to be thinking long term, whether or not they're coming in with the short term thinking.
before I said he was getting pimped out.
Well, not necessarily. See a YouTube clip or that say Sinkits and Nevis is severing ties with China and the USA with geothermal. So once again, premiers in the news. Um, everything really and truly. This next 5 years is all about the premier. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Premier, like, don't feel no way. As I said, everything. The I there is the only thing that the premier in generally gonna be responsible for of him, like where you just really see answer is gonna be agriculture and cultural. That's Eric. I think maybe somebody else got sport, something like so. But generally, it's the premier. Because even if you wanna do anything, who gonna do the budget? The budget, but we're still not here yet, by the way. But anyway, that's another thing. We're not here. We're not here yet. Um, reduction in crime. Yes. Apparently Nevis behaved very well last year. We only had what 176 major offences reported compared to 207. So we behave, and I hope we could behave even better. Um. Oh yeah. Just before, 'cause we were talking about carnival, right? I just want to big up the SK man them because I Ah, your confidence got to be high. I have a woman I fight over. You see the amount of fight with SK mom and I fight over. So I just want to big up the SK man then. You understand? And I know you set a hype bar. But I want to feel like the Navy's man then going to come out strong. You understand? And we going to turn it up too. Yeah, we going to have some kind of fighting guy that I just see it over just fighting over SK man.
Bye. You know
Yeah,
why? First and first, I don't really like to see when you see two man of fight. Me and a big fan of it. Um, I really don't like to see fighting where them chill walk away from. I got the opposite way. So me really like to see it, but
okay.
I think when the
Well,
story came about the fight, and then the pictures started to circulate and the young man started to circulate and stuff like that, then you realize why things a little tense. So
I,
yeah,
I
SK
I was
SK
just
SK for the one, SK win for the one.
I just tell myself I impressed. Understand? These women decide because I there and I trying to figure out what going on. 'Cause I telling myself it's only one of two reasons, but I was introduced to a third reason, which could be it might be credible. It might be
Mm,
credible. Yeah, yeah. I tell myself is either she look at the man and she decide she can't replace him. No, not so quick.
okay.
She look at the man and she decide, and this is related to question number object number one. She decide what he could replace you like nothing, and obviously he has by his action. So
Okay.
ah ah, me tell me
I want to hear no
the
much. I
boy
want to hear no much.
he said he feel like she was invested in the man in terms of she feel like all of them clothes there because he can't find the reason why she no want to let go the man shot. So she said he got to be she buy that shot. So it got to be she been a buy all of his clothes and all that kind of thing. There. So she decided to fight him. 'Cause we just can't figure out why this girl not let go the
Yo,
man. That's the only thing I watch on the end of this thing. And it's like, yo, let go the man shot, no, man. Let go the man shot. But then that's when I see the passion. at this thing. As I said, I just got to respect the scam and them. I don't man of right. I get two on camera. I get one in a stadium and the next one by a party. So, it's 2-0, but I don't think that's how the year gonna end. I can't believe that's how the year gonna end. As I tell her, it's a long season. It's gonna be a long puffing season. Yeah. Um, Another story what I wanted to hear your opinion on in particular. There was a young lady and she was sexually assaulted. She say she was dancing. She was looking attractive as young ladies who are dancing at cultural and carnival, and I mean just in general. Home right now. I practice. She was looking how she looking, and somebody tried to dance with her, and he put his hand. But you know, suppose you know gonna call up your hand that there. You understand? Particularly, I mean, I think that he girl and nothing. Okay. And she said she turned around to confront the man. She said, "No, nah, 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 don't want any." And she said a pistol was pulled on her. Before you give your thoughts, I just wanted that. That's just the scenario. Um, I just wanna say, right, you, Ayo, you guys, you tough guys, man. You gangsters, man. Y'all make it really hard for the real G's. I'm telling you, like, and it's not even you gangsters. Really and truly, because this is the best way I could have phrased the thirsty man them. The thirsty man them. And some I happy partner, you know. You understand? And every man got certain level of thirstiness. You know? Yeah, I could see she look good. Yeah, absolutely. But yo, we got to pull this thing in. You're making it awful right now for us. Um, Reese, go ahead. Your thoughts on this disturbing situation?
So talk about it, right? Um, she dancing. She give her a chance to dance with her. You then decide to violate her. That should never happen. First thing first. So right off the bat, he ran. Okay, she having a good time, and she having a good time, and you having a good time, and now in a dance, and she might be winding up, and she got a little wine. Okay, cool. Take your wine and go. Don't take it upon yourself now to put your hand under she skirt in she pants in she shot however it is. So that's the first thing. And really and truly that should be a crime. Said individual should be arrested from that point. Alright, the young lady now realized that hey, I ain't into this. This ain't what I saying up for. And she already to say no. She already to turn around and say, big man, what's going on? We really depend. You know what I mean? Matter of fact. At that point, she was already to turn around if she want to park on any man face. She alright. Because she has been violated.
Hey, hey,
Right?
you remember? You remember? You also had some kind of Jamaican dance, some kind of Jamaican events. Where when you watch this thing, like people really actually having intercourse during the dance.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Let me just lie on something. Them that YouTube videos, them that foreign. You hear? Foreign thing. Uh,
But
let me be better than that.
check the
We
other
need to
part of
be
it
better
too.
than that.
Because I got another part. Where did this happen? Where was the venue?
No, this was like Pandy Road, you know.
Pandy Road. Okay. So the other part of it now, she turned on to confront the man because the man, violator. Partner, you don't violate the girl. You don't do something with the girl not saying enough and not into. She turn around to tell you, hey, I'm gonna deal with that. And you're gonna pull a girl and you're gonna pull a gun on her. You're gonna pull a gun on her for her telling you, don't touch me. That's a problem. You know what I mean? That's a major problem. And and here's the sad part about it. Until the sad part about it. This young lady ain't gonna feel the same about dancing nobody again. First thing first. She traumatized for life. What you see this young man? Not in the first time you do it. If in the middle of carnival and the road you willing to do that, that's not the first time you do it. So other individuals who had the same story. That is stupidness. You can't be doing things like that to people. That should be a crime. That person should be arrested.
As me I tell her, I just making it hard. This year, I will let the man them to be here themselves. I don't, you know why I don't want to hear? Just we need to keep uh, all of the nudes that the ladies take time to send y'all, the nice, lovely nudes, or if she send you a video, we're gonna keep those on the wraps this year.
No, I'm
Okay?
gonna tell you what the problem.
Don't let
No,
me
hold
hear
on,
nothing about
Alan, no, Alan, no,
local.
Alan,
No,
Alan, no,
no. Right?
hold on, Alan. Let me tell you something. You see, part of that, there's a major problem. The problem with this is that there's a certain kind of man what these girls like. So the people like me and you who never send no nothing, we gonna struggle to get a picture too. But you want them who they know how to talk and want to show the friend them. They must really want to get it. They must really want to send the picture them too. That's a major problem. Ladies are need to have better selection.
Is a level of corniness
Have better
that is
selection.
that is successful with the ladies. And I just listen. Me ain't dealing with the ladies. Me ain't penalizing the ladies because, and you know, I mean, not penalize the ladies. We we can still at the same time, right? I don't care what you say. When a lady decides to share her body with you, right? It's because she watch you and she decide, yo, I respect this man enough. This man is cool enough. You understand? Man got enough ambition. You understand? To get you with this thing. This man charming enough, he handsome, he represents himself well. Yeah,
But Alan,
this
but
guy's good. This guy's good.
Alan, if you see a donkey, you got to understand it's an ass. If you see a
Yo,
donkey, it's an ass.
I, I want no worries. I only tap on the lady's perspective till then. I'm saying when a lady is gonna trust you with these things on the man side, we gotta be better this year. I don't want to hear nothing about no fresh local. You understand?
No, I don't
Let me
want to
take
hear no
it
one.
easy.
No, no.
And I only bring up this because this is kind of the same kind of man who would do that in a dance and like assault a lady. So is the same kind of man what would release and kind of thing there. We're gonna be confidential this year. We're gonna be better. Okay? Around? Around first to be
No,
sure.
no, I agree with you. No, I totally agree with you. But ladies want that a better selection. Ladies are please a better selection. A donkey is an ass, if I don't know. So if you find a donkey, it's an ass.
Mm, okay. So we could talk about election petition and when I really got a lot on the election petition. Me only see the cover. Well, there are revenge on laws in California against sharing of things like well also and I'm telling you that's the next thing too. The leaking these things could get you like people that get money. So be better. Just be better. Be more confidential. We ain't gonna deal with no revenge this year. When you get on that boat, as I say, it's carnival. You can't count that. You can't count that. You just accept her back in your life or you move on. And then, this is what going on. Yeah. You can't count that. If you
Can't
wasn't
go there.
getting busy, if you wasn't getting busy, sir, the
Well,
road
my
was hungry.
peace. Yes,
I
sir.
don't know. I don't
Don't
know.
count that. Okay, okay, okay.
You can't count it. Just take her back. You gotta do what you gotta do. She was having fun. Yeah, so Dr. Patricia Bartlett has brought a petition against the Constant Citizens Movement. Well, Mr. Brantley really. Well, he's Sicilian, so he bring it against Sicilian. The supervisor elections, the registration officer for St. John's, the returning officer, the electoral commission, and the AG. Right? This to everybody. This
Everybody,
to
everybody
everybody.
got a
This to anybody who had anything to do with Shuba after the election received a letter. That was that is all
everybody
I
got a
know.
little touch.
Yeah. Um in the thing that in this thing, as far as I know, this is very general. It's in the affidavit, you know, that you're gonna get more information. So we're gonna just keep a little eye on it. Look like election season wanna linger a little longer, but we feel like it don't still. But we're gonna
You
see.
don't
Oh
feel like
yes, and
you don't feel like anything will come out of these petitions.
um the number still gonna got to be big enough. Listen, the most entertaining thing is this. If the premier who get in because he makes somebody null and void is caught out because he's no null and void, that would just be like the circle of life. That would be entertaining. Can't tell no lie. Can't tell no lie. I see the symmetry. See which part it could go. But um this gonna be gotta be a lot of irregularities. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Um as me say, me just not really want to go into it because me not really know nothing. All me see really and truly is a cover page. And the petition, as me said, these kind of things just be very general. It just gonna point and reference and say, well, this law was broken and whatever, whatever. You know, really don't got to be nothing specific. It's in the affidavit that you're gonna find more information and saying X, Y, and Z. What we gonna say we go? Um
Keep monitoring it.
you think you think that it kind of strange there was no irregularity found in Johnson?
That there was not any like any irregularities for the Charleston.
Yeah.
I think that Charleston petition is next to go forward. I think today I think today a clip will circulated. I think with a voice note from JD. I think that slowly they're building whatever case they need to build to go forward. So I expect that. Oh, someone actually said that JD failed today. Giselle said that JD failed today. So yes, that is two
Hmm.
petitions.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Well,
here's the question I have for you. Brown would have win in town by what Brown win in town by beat JD by.
17, 16, something like that.
Okay. And then Mark would have beat Pat by how much?
140.
Okay.
100.
So 17 and 100 and change. And a petition was filed. But Janice beat Alexis by 8, and no petition failed. That
No.
so the one with the smallest the smallest margin of victory is the one that is accepted.
Hello? You hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, but here you, I think you are a little bit away from the mic. But
Oh.
the one with the smallest margin of victory is the one that's accepted.
Well. Okay. We will talk about that too. You see, now, and here's what we got to understand something. Alexis Jeff was done with politics. I'm laying
We
on
don't
that.
realize we don't realize that.
Okay. He gonna
Yeah, we don't
continue to
realize.
go SK. He gonna continue to go SK. But Mr. Jeffers, I don't know if you realize, I don't know if you're seeing what's taking place, but you have been replaced, sir. It was nice having you. Um, you reach high. I would say you reach high. I mean, federal minister back to back. Um, winning St. James all those years. Um, you did a good job, but from what I have seen, sir, you are done. Um, including uh, he he was waiting for the premiere at the boat and the premiere Dungan Dungan sinking. You understand? So you're supposed to know, Mr. Jeff. It's over. And I want to say that because that's one of the things you gotta remember, the premier lane, the election was free and fair. All those were results, those were the results. And he don't want to go half up. He can't go half up. The argument is it was free and fair. How we gonna say he had cheating? How that gonna look? Because if he said if he also bring a case, wouldn't that in and of itself strengthen NRP case? Talk to me.
Yes, will it not strengthen their case?
Yeah.
No,
If the government
me
in
want
power, if the
no me want
government in power, if the government in power now say, yo, we'll bring a case. This year he had cheating in the election. Yeah. How that gonna look?
no no I don't want it. Me want to bring a case. Me want to bring the case so they could just go hold the election again.
Well,
Just be it
that's
back again. Since
possible.
everybody want to petition.
No,
All
no,
five should petition and start over.
no, 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 no,
I tell you, Rohan need to bring a case. Lata need to bring a case. All they need to bring a case.
no. I don't want no more case. I don't need no more case. And I would like these cases to be finished as quickly as possible so that we could get back down to like real life. So that we could hear budget and all that kind of thing. You understand? Let me just let me hear the great economic plan. You understand? Of the Honorable Mark Bradley. These are the things I want. Let me get down to this thing. I just want it happen quick. But, but as I said, it would be funny if the man who get in half an hour and void come out half an hour and void. Because let me tell you, if that was to happen, Mr. Premier, if you're null and void, Mr. Premier, you're gonna be done. And now you win by 147, but that don't not even you could come back for null and void. So he gonna gotta be from there's there's got there's gotta be it's gotta be clean. But once it's clean, then I ready to hear. whatever is the plan. My opinion over the airport. My opinion is I want to see, still want to see. I was told that I ain't going cancel. First of all, in order for me to go cancel, I got to go good, good, something good got to be going on over in cancel. And then with all the road construction, overbad, still ain't finished. So I know cancel road got to be in problem. So me not gone over there, but I was told that the road cuts off just before the airport. So I waiting to see. This is why we need to hear the budget. So we could hear what is taking place over by the airport. I hear the airport is gonna be developed. Everything is gonna be bought up. And we're gonna get private planes and all this kind of thing. But I don't know. You guys will see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's this gentleman, this where he is a French gentleman, Mr. Drahi. You see that story?
No, what was the story about?
I think he is the gentleman that they're saying is gonna be buying up most of the land and that type of thing and doing a development. He's a billionaire.
Okay.
I think he's a media.
He's the one who would be taking over the airport for the next 30 years.
He's doing some kind of deal, some kind of development.
Okay.
Well, that is alleged. I think that is the
Well,
name.
I saw that. I think that the airport needs a lot of work. Um, I think the location of the airport, especially with having the hill, it makes it kind of tough to expand. So they'll have to blow down the hill. They'll have to blow down the hill to expand the airport. Um, so it either be that they'll have to go out towards the ocean and put the runway. They'll have to reclaim some land to put a runway out in that direction. That's the only two things I could see them doing to expand the runway spaces or whatever it is. Um, I think the airport has been stagnant for so long that it needs some kind of injection of life into the airport. So if you're gonna be able to do it, then I see nothing wrong with it.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah.
Maybe this is gonna lead to a. He's gonna talk about a boom in St. John's. No, St. James. Because from what I hear is gonna be taking place is gonna be like development of the outside is like like a shopping area and all this type of thing, you know. Because man, you know the place where you used to sell like tires and so like everywhere basically they want to buy up, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, and develop the whole entire area. But I'm just looking and I'm saying this now is gonna need. This now gonna mean like a lot of St. James's people gonna just be able to stay in a St. James, you know. Really and truly, you know. St. James gonna need a couple more ATM machine really and truly based on how this thing gonna go. Oh, well, yes, son, that's why I wanna hear the budget, you know. Somebody told me they don't believe Mark when he see. Oh yeah, and I mean, I thought Delvin was supposed to be on with us, but I would like to let everybody know there's gonna be a Elizabeth Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School is gonna be having a relay festival and it's gonna be the 22nd, Sunday, 22nd January, and it's gonna involve all of the primary schools. So, and I like to go out and support the young children, and let them get ready for the inter-primary with your support. Get ready for their local primary school sports with your support. So yeah, the 22nd of January gonna be a really festival, and that gonna be over in the Mondo Shop. And by the way, Mr. Everett Brown, Football Association president. Um, we get the Premier's Cup for the Christmas. Well attended. See, every day, every night I go to a football game. I saw different ladies. You understand? And these newest young ladies be out here crying. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, I know, I know. Yeah, Carlos is walking up and down, and people don't know. I see them trying, and I'm happy about it. So, and I just feel like the football had momentum and all these kind of things. People want to go over by the Mondo shop. I, I telling people all the time the Mondo shop need to be used. So, let me get the football going again. Let me see what going on. Let me be able to go over there weekend time and Thursday time and see some bodies, man. Oh God, man. You check. I'm gonna be in control. Got me on your ass. I could stop over there. You know,
Feel you.
I see this guy all over enjoying his carnival, posting all kind of pictures, and you know,
Who's that?
like eh, the president,
Oh yeah.
like carnival is
Yeah, yeah.
amazing. $1,700. Yo, big up to everybody who does participate in the carnival. Y'all are the greatest. Y'all are the greatest.
For
Oh
the love
yeah,
of the culture,
and big
man.
up,
The love of the culture.
yeah, big up, big up to the gentleman who was wearing ladies Jordans. Gotta do what you gotta do. Life is like that sometimes. Um, I can't tell me she see a lot of people who wear lips. God them then I don't. You wanna like me, gotta like.
Boy,
What do
high rough boy.
What's your take with?
How about the shoe situation?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to know my true take on the shoe situation?
Yeah, yeah, I know you. I know you're the sneaker guy. You will give me a
So,
take.
so listen. I see somebody post a picture of them with some shoes during the carnival, and the person said brand new, fresh out the box. It was Pierre John 7 Cardinals that just come up.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see them, I say, "But some look wrong, yeah." So remember when the release date came, what I tell you, I can get him. So he
Mm-hmm.
got him in the closet, I pull out man. I said, bye. Them ain't no Cardinals, yeah. Maybe another boy, but ain't a Cardinal boy. That gotta be a ground dove. When I tell you fake, fake. Yeah. So
Listen,
as I went through the process of the sneakers, I realized, boy, somebody making a lot of money. But these ain't Johns.
I, I just feel like if you're gonna go the replica road, as long number one, you can't sell it. Don't sell nobody. Number one, and after that, make sure you get a good deal. Don't buy them and you thought it was the thing and boy, as it's money, it's money.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
yeah.
But yeah, I see a lot of nice dunks. Well, I thought it's dunks, but girl tell me it's layup. A lot of them are
Then
layup. So
I see
man,
somebody post some picture in a pair of Air Max 90s. But if you're
mm-hmm.
not on the Air Max 90s, you got a part actually kind of like a rib kind of thing that come like a rubbery part. The mark Air Max, some similar to what be on the back. Say well that missing half of the issue, yeah. Them not realize that missing. Them not
But
realize that this is the real made in China.
one
But you know,
young lady,
I can't nobody out for the
one,
shoe, man. Well, shoes is shoes.
one young lady crushed my hand. I see she had on. This is the best shoes I see for the Caribbean. Had on some blue raspberry SB dunks, and
Mm.
she jamming on the road in Carnival. This is $900 shoe. Gentlemen, let me just learn or something. When y'all making these decisions, that listen, I watch this. You can't jam in at them there. You got to find another pair. Don't jam in. You got to. I don't care if you go with your outfit. You can't do that thing.
But you know something where we talking about sneakers and check it, eh? Where we talking about sneakers. I want to take this time to big up Gavin C. Clark and she sneaker game. Gavi sneakers on the beyond point. I
Indeed,
don't watch Gavi picture just to watch his sneakers.
indeed.
If you're gonna
It,
be in the game, you got to be in the game.
yeah, and she's in the
Yeah,
game.
don't be in the game. Yeah, you want she in the game. She in the game big time. And I mean, there's levels to this thing. She on a good level, eh? She not really in the highest level, but she on a good level. But
Yeah, uh,
she's solid.
I saw some creativity. I see our next player there. I see a partner. He had the university red, but he put in some black shoestring. So I watching them and
Mm.
I saying, this is the Chicago. He got the Chicago. Bah! But then I watching them and I say, no, it's just the
But
university
that
red.
is but that is creativity. I could live with that. That is creativity.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I could live with it.
no, no. What is your take on wearing Lady Jordan? That's fine. Have a problem?
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Eh? It's a long time man wear woman shoes. Man. We don't realize it. I want to think about maybe about
You think he
four.
got woman shoes?
No, this
Are
man.
they really woman shoes, guys?
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna think back about 15, maybe 15 to 18 years ago. Remember when Tim's was the big thing, and he had the 6 inch Tims and he had the 4 inch Tims. The four
Yeah.
inch Tim was women Tims, yeah, and the 6 inch Tim were the man Tims. But a lot of man
See,
used to wear the 4 inch Tims.
I
Because back then you just had to have a pair of Tims.
not only that, many think I've been a watch all of that. Now that you tell me this is the first time me even know that there is
Yeah.
such a thing. I would
So now
just
when you come
generally go in at the man section and wherever in the man section, me walk out them there man shows.
now check the other part now. If you have small feet as a male, right? Usually 10 and under. There are some colorways that come out in women that don't come out in men, eh? And some of the colorways that come out in women will be fire. I give a good example. There's a velvet. There's two velvet 11s. One is maroon and one is navy blue. Oh my god, them thing is fire. But you ain't come out in man. So if your foot small enough and you can wear them, that's a colorway that you could get, boy. That's a colorway you could get. Not against it.
So you know, no problem. You know, no problem.
No, not against it.
Uh, I see a man in some female pollen, and I was like, what? I have to go check mine. But then I said, oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So
um,
that's what it is.
the last thing of seriousness what we gotta get to is the case concerning. what you know? Tivon Bryant.
Mm.
He was awarded $32,500 in damages recently. Well, it was recently at least reported. And it's important to note that when it comes to reporting of cases, and when I say reporting of cases, not every case that goes into the High Court necessarily appears on the Eastern Caribbean Court website. Not all of them. Um, Generally, when a case appears, it is because something important was discussed, which they feel this needs to be made public. Feel like the public don't want this. So, in this particular instance, because of the matters that were discussed, Mr. Brand had alleged breach of some constitutional rights, which he was successfully. Um, I feel like those are the reasons why this case was published, so that the general public will have an idea of what is taking place. If you care to know, um, really and truly, the minute really want to talk about the whole case. I just want to give you the headline. Oh yeah, and this is back to the Attorney General. Because this is versus the Attorney General. Okay, so the Attorney General once again started. He end 2022 with a L, and he start off 2023 with a L. But I don't see LeBron lose 3 times in a week and win the championship the next week. So you could still win the ring. Now, Mr. Bryant. Okay, you know exactly how the story go. I could
No,
give you the
well,
chance.
I know that he was arrested for something to do with cocaine.
Okay, okay. Let me tell you how the story go. Okay, so Travel now went to work the morning. He was contacted by somebody in SK, somebody near Money. Money said he need a package clear. Travel call the brother. The brother come. He cleared the package, wherever it was, crayon, like look like school book, just look like children thing. So he cleared. He brother come pick up the package, carry it home, stash it somewhere over the place. All right. While he did on the work, other custom officers come in, searching, looking for something. Can't find this thing. He walk out. Well, there's only one thing left. And then can't find where it be them a look for. So them a ask you, well, what going on with this thing? He, in the meantime, call another brother. This is the one who brought the case. And tell him, bring the package to the airport. Pana, bring the package to the airport. He tell them, man. He tell his brother, um, them man, nobody, he nobody want the package again. Check it out. The questioning he said, the brother know, so he tell him he don't want the package again. He gone home. Say he stop off by somebody to drink some water. Cause they gone go look for him. Can't find him. The brother tell he come home. He come home. He get in the package. Inside the package is a weapon and cocaine. Um, they take him out. They take them over the long point. Continue questioning them, carry them to Charlestown police station. Um, they charge them Sunday. Then I carry them in front of magistrate till Thursday. That's the plan. You good? You following me so far?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hold you.
Okay. Based upon what I just tell you now, he said that was false imprisonment. He said he was not read his charges within the 48-hour period that he's supposed to be read them, and he also was not brought before a magistrate within the 72 hours that you're supposed to be brought. And I'm supposed to listen to these things. It's a real thing, man. Man, get money for these. Um, they said that both of them, basically, the judge had said both of those where it was contravened. Although one of them he didn't award him any money for. Um, he said even though he wasn't read his right as to why like he was charged within 48 hours because when they opened the package they see a weapon and cocaine, he didn't know what make it. That. He know why he was there. That was the argument. But with regards to the going before the magistrate, no. They say no, that was way longer than the 72 hours and there was no reason given. So I think he had the false imprisonment based upon that.
Okay.
Something I've been reading. Okay.
So did he beat the case or was the case thrown out?
Um, the charges against him were eventually dropped. All of this happened in 2018. The charges against him were eventually dropped in 2020.
Why?
Well, he had bring a claim and say malicious prosecution as well. And the only part he couldn't prove was the actual malice because yeah, how did he? Anyway, when the judge looked at the case, the judge like you was saying when you look at all the evidence in total, the fact that he just was carrying a package, he ain't really been know nothing what going on, and everybody had know that that was the case. The charges against him should have been dropped long time. From since 2000 and they say from since basically July 2018, the charges against him should have been dropped.
Okay, so the charges should have been dropped against him, but then Raiders. So then, who gets charged for the firearm?
The
Because
magistrate,
importation of a weapon is a crime. Eh? So somebody got to get in charge. So where the charge got?
I think your brother might take that charge.
Okay.
I'm not so. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't. I don't know. Wanted to read this. Felt like this was important. So Tivon was required to languish in custody at the Charlestown police station on Monday, June 18th, Tuesday, June 18th, and Wednesday, June 20th before he was brought to the magistrate court on Thursday, 21st, 2018. The authorities therefore saw it fit to impose a further 72-hour detention on Tivon in addition to the 72 hours that had expired on Monday, June 18th. The fact that no explanation was preferred for this egregious breach suggests that the breaches of this nature are a norm. The court therefore has little difficulty in finding that Tivon's Article 50 constitutional rights were also breached. I may only tell you that part, right? That the judge gonna say in a nice way, you know. The judge just said these people that breach constitutional rights like us. So. And the way how them a do it. When you hear egregious, this is when you start to hear Stephen A. Smith on first take now. And Stephen A. Smith only tell you egregious when he sees something awful. And I'm tell you this does happen normally. And they gotta lose these kind of things in order for the rights to be upheld. Really in a more active manner. This is also why we need more magistrates, by the way.
So here's the question I have for you: Was he detained until the case was dropped, or was he released?
They were denied bail in the magistrate court in the first instance, but they obtained bail in July.
Okay.
But he was suspended from work as well and only received half pay during the time.
Um, so I think there's a lot to unpack. Um,
So he gets
cause I think
7,500 for damage to his reputation. 15,000 for loss of liberty. 5,000 for legal costs in securing acquittal, and another 5,000 for breaching the Article 5 constitutional right. 30 to
was that the
35
max.
in that.
Was that the max that he could have gone for? I was. He could have gone for more.
You know, really gonna max down here, no. You kind of you pursue damages based upon heads, and then they're looking at everything is taken on a case by case basis. So
Because I think
you would have, you
reputation,
mhm.
reputation one should have been more. Um, next to your face card, the reputation is the next strongest thing. And especially as you move to the professional world, the reputation precedes you. So I think he should have received more for that. That by itself might have been 32.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, remember, right, when the case went public, the case went wild, This was on social media. This was in the Observer. This was on our news platforms. It was a big thing. So individuals who don't know him know of the case. They damaged his reputation thoroughly. So he should have been compensated financially a lot more than 7,500.
Well, maybe they do that because they were also taking the other heads and the other damages what they was gonna award. So they thought that overall, because I think they also look at the global sum. So maybe they feel like globally that was all the damages that was done.
Interesting.
Um, I had another one. I got another one. I got another one.
Mm,
I was listening to a young lady live the other day. Caused me to think about things. And you could talk better than me about the subject too. 'Cause I was nearly about to comment on the live, but then she said something and I said, you know what? Let me put on mute. Chanel Brown
okay.
from Raleigh. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was talking about the need for support group for ladies with special needs children. And I would want to feel like she was saying with ladies in general. And she was also talking about it. The reason I'm not been coming is because it's I hear no comment from people when I'm gonna try it. Let me say, let me say, let me put on. I can, I can presume, I can
Mm.
presume to know the hard knock what she going through. But it had struck me. She's the second because I recall asking the premier actually the question the one the time and real talk corner when it came on. She's the second young lady I hear talk about need for these special needs. children. What you think could actually be done? I think
No, what you were saying? What you saying, Kasba?
I think it's actually I think they got a solution. They got people like on the ground who do it.
Um, I think one of the things that we need first is we need more people to specialize in that kind of field, right? So one of the first things that we need trained professionals for things like this. We have a tendency of having everybody going away to college, come back as lawyer or something in business, right? We don't. It's rare that we get somebody in social work, um, early childhood development, special needs development. So that's one of the things that we need first of all. Secondly, having a child with disabilities is tough, right? Because it's a lot of burden on the parents. And I mean, sometimes you may see the child once, but you might see the child once in a while, but this person dealing with the child every day, so they understand the struggle that they're going through. But what can be done is that we do have this school for them, but I think what we really need is we need programs that we could put in place that could assist the child, but also assist the parents. Because as a parent, you got a child, and especially if you never grew up around anybody who has special needs or anything like that, you may not know how to react or what to do. And so we need programs that teach the parents first of all how to deal with them. We also need programs that would assist the parents, giving the parents a break. Because no matter what kind of child you have, right? I mean, special needs, super smart, whatever child you have, parents need a break, right? So you need that as well. So I think the program that's needed is a support program that can assist the parents but also assist the children, because the children for the rest of their life will need assistance. So they need to know that there are people there outside of their family that they could turn to as well. So that is what's going to be needed to assist.
Yo, like I was listening to the live. Let me tell you something. It's stupid I was listening before that. I don't even know what tell me. Oh, listen to it. I was listening to some kind of podcast, and I was like, let me hear what she's saying. And she even tuned in, and she was like, she know most people gone carnival. I know me not participate. It's like, man, let me go. But then she was hitting me with some real talk. Understand? I could have hear the reality. You know when some people hitting you and it's not no superficial conversation. We talking about like what is taking place right now within this scheme. Um, yeah. Um, let me ask you a question. Is it unfair though? Is it unfair that just because you don't know necessarily exactly how something feel like you can't comment on it? Is it
No, so I
unfair?
don't. So I don't agree with that, right? And I'll tell you why I don't agree with that, because even if even if you may not have a child, you may have actually been somebody who would have grown up with a brother or sister who would have went through the same thing. Or you had a friend or a cousin who went through the same thing. So you could actually speak from first hand experience. Yes, the child may not be yours, right? It may just be a family member, but you could also speak on it. So I don't think that it should have been limited to if you don't have a child, you can't speak on it. I don't agree with that.
Because I feel like the thing would just we would just getting into further qualifications. And suppose like somebody like I mean who was genuinely listening, who was genuinely like bye. Because really and truly, one of the things then what she was saying is, yo, sometimes you know what you need to do? Like just ask people if they ask. Ain't a big thing to ask. Ain't nothing hard to ask at all. I really heard the humanity, man. It make me consider. Make me shut my mouth too. But he make me consider. And he let me know rain fall because when rain fall, I rally in my mother's yeah, boy. That they reach a tongue in a 5 minutes. Nearly get wet down. But that they been tough.
Yeah,
Um
it's a tough one. It's a tough conversation, though. And um, that's a true thing. Not even just in that scenario we talk about that, right? But I think we have a tendency of seeing people and yeah, what's going on? But you only ask what's going on or asking what's going on because of what we just say. But how many times we actually ask somebody what's going on and really make sure that they're actually good, right? Make sure that they're actually right. Make sure that they're in a good mental state. You know what I mean? Because you go try a lot of things that you don't you can't see. Right? People go try a lot of things that you can't see. A lot of emotions, a lot of mental strains that you can't see, and unless somebody open up and tell you about it, you know what I mean?
and
You really wouldn't know.
and, and well, you see, 'cause she was talking about the next thing. She was saying why there are no like support groups for women, like all women. And on this part, I hate to break it to you, Chanel. Hate to let you know this, but generally, woman is woman natural enemy. Eh? So talking about them kind of support group there, I wanna believe this gonna either be like a professional, somebody who you really and me not really want me not feel like me not like me I try concession and me I talk about it in general because one thing she would have said is not only she wanna go through this thing, you got people going through depression in general because that was another big topic. I feel like first of all, by the man them really got to be responsible again this year. Gentlemen, you can try to like got dealings with every woman what talk to her. Some of them let that one they be your good friend and like talk to she man. Talk to she through these rough times. You know got to be a wife um like be a wife for 75% of the time. Got 25%, let she be your friend, let this woman talk to you. As I said, we're gonna be confidential this year. We ain't laying out no secret. And I feel like maybe that gonna be something what the ladies then got to look to. Because let me tell you something. Like you got many times, couple times with ladies, like I genuinely like I just wanna see the best for you. And I my comment on what you're dealing with. Me I try to tell you, you know. Me not tell you this who hurt you. Not that guy there. Me I talk to you like you are my sister now. You know, and we need to like with with those particular ladies. I feel like we need to yeah man.
Yeah, but I
It,
remember I made a statement earlier.
mhm.
Better selection. Better
But we gotta
selection.
help. We gotta help them with the selection, and that's how come I say we gotta be a friend to the ladies. I help them and tell them listen. And this going somehow we partner then gonna have to realize yeah. No, because it's not even like you're not them. Some of them gonna feel like you're not them, and it's not like you say, "Yo, you go God." Like my that man there is a genuinely good man, and something you got to be like, yo, you're gonna have fun, but don't come to me with a sad story later. You understand? I'm just saying we gotta be a good friend to the ladies and
Yeah, you got
confidential.
to. No. Hold on. See, I'm telling you. You see the good friend part. It'll
Get
sound
this
good.
get this
It'll sound
woman
good. But
get
yeah,
this
yeah.
woman put you in a depression.
But the good friend part will sound good, right? But it's like a child, you know. You know what I mean? You tell a child don't touch a stove, you know. But a child, they understand don't touch the stove unless they get one, yeah. Sometimes, unfortunately, the only way people understand is they got to go through the bullshit. They got to maneuver through the bullshit. You could tell them, and it don't do all of it, you know. Listen, it's a human thing. It don't do all of it. You might tell a woman and everybody tell you, boy, let go that one day. But you don't understand until your skin look like 25 mosquito bite you. You're full of bite. You don't understand. It's just a human reaction. You hear it, your mother will come to you and say, Alan, not the one day. Your friend will hit you, boy, dog. Not that one day. But you not understand until you realize when you go in the village at night, you look at she and she be in the bathroom and that piece of wood. That when you
See what?
realize.
See what? Um, I may say we just we got to be better this year. We not no more fighting, no more confusion, no more election for 5 years. So we gotta be better. We check it out to each other. We gonna police this thing so that the police and then got even less work to do. We gonna nearly come like having a police. I feel that gonna be a good situation.
But one of the things I would say, like you said, young lady spoke about, I think for 2023, we need to check on each other, check on your friends, check on your family, make sure that they're good because you never know what somebody going to enjoy. And sorry, a lot of people don't go try a lot of things that they don't have the opportunity to let out and they don't have an outlet. So try to be there for your people. I mean, we have seen, unfortunately, what keeping stuff inside does to some people and where it could lead to. So just look out for your people, man.
Where people go say what going on with them too, eh? That the next part of the thing.
No, no, definitely.
So when somebody genuinely check up on you, when somebody genuinely care, you want to take care of the relationship there. And divulge. Let the people them know what's going on.
Yeah, I agree. Oh,
I
and
I I
I see my good
I,
friend
I,
Tanya just joining. Tanya, big up yourself.
I talk to Adele. She said she gonna listen for less and give better advice.
I'll big up yourself. Good to be a
But on
listening
a
ear
real,
sometimes.
but as me tell her, like for real, yeah. No keep it in. Try get a lot of money, like a lot of money. Inflation is real. Huh? I feel like you gonna cancel give back to your girlfriend and make it worse. You better believe it. As I tell you, this is coffee season. Eh? You don't know Valentine's Day coming up, food coming up. Yeah,
Boy.
get ready to show what is taking place within the scheme. So yeah, I believe I believe that's about it for what I have. You have anything on the road march, anything else on carnival you want to touch?
You want to
And I
talk
use
about the road match? I
oh
think the
you know
road
okay.
match was no, the road match was one before Cannibal started. The moment this song was released, this song was road match. This song is too catchy, right? And if you notice over the last few years, the songs have become big, even internationally. They have a part where the people could sing, where there's like a chant where everybody could sing. And when I heard the part that said outside again, that's the part that the world could sing, So that automatically gave it one match right there. Once I heard that, I know where the song was going. So you got to pick up Grandmasters and the road match, but that was too easy. That was
Hmm.
too easy. Yeah, that was too easy. They couldn't stop it. The only person who could have beat it was God.
Yeah. I hope that in this new dispensation we finally get the music where was it? Yeah, the music studio down Nepak. So Nevis start to produce fantastic musicians and all these things. So we could jump in at the ring too. I had to hear some
Yeah.
things about carnival that I didn't know. I didn't know like in Carnival in SK you have to do your own trailer, you know.
Yeah,
Whereas in Nevis, them man provide the trailer for you.
provided for you.
Yo, let
Yeah,
me tell you something. Like, yo, Nevis really does get pinballed, you know. That man said this is one of the reasons why Escape and love to come Nevis for Carnival. For Culture Armor. So that man is like, what? I don't do the trailer and everything. Yeah, man. So you mean to say we come in and it's straight up money? We're not even got to pay nobody to do the trailer and nothing?
yeah,
At
yeah,
least, Culture Armor would have absorbed the hit and somebody would have get the money or do the thing. Do this thing, you understand? But I didn't know.
yeah.
Um,
Um, yeah, the committee don't provide. The committee don't provide them with anything except except the generator. But the generator rental is still paid by the band. The committee source the generator, but the generator is still paid for by the band. Yeah.
I hope I hope that the government gonna get about $600,000. Since the Sinki's government get 1,004, no 1.4 mil for carnival, we go get some fair share. I know the fair share is coming for sure. Yeah, I know. But I wanna
Uh,
hear. I want us to get some kind of dollars for the culture armor, and I hope
well,
that the dollars
it's
go
not
to
even
some
about
kind of
dollars,
artist.
right? I would tell you what I like to see is the fact. I like to see the ambience that was set around Carnival. I think the production of some of the shows was real good, and also some of the events that they had. And I mean, from the way I think they had Van do one or two shows. Those were real good as well. He really set it up real good. So I'm hoping to see that in Nevis. You know what I mean? If St. Kitts could utilize Van, I think Nevis should even be able to get a better version of Van. And we could even have better stuff going forward, because the man talented.
Well, we will see if the government cares. Well, and not, let me not just say the government because I feel like as far as production, right? You wouldn't say that Wazim has some kind of responsibility when he keeping one of his events to produce that event to make sure that the visuals are stunning and is
I'm
there
gonna tell you
anything there?
something. No, I'm gonna tell you something. Wasm events don't require visuals. I'll tell you why. Because when the events that Wasm have is come and jam, so it's not about the ambience and things like that.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
but
come and jam.
let me tell you, I don't think that is a mistake sometimes with the colors. I still want to see the wave of people, like the pile of people. Um, it's an event, man. I feel like no
So,
matter what you're doing at this point in time, there's got to be some
but
production.
I think we need to first thing we need to hear is who is taking over cultural committee and the direction of the cultural committee going forward. I think when Miss Holly took over Carnival, she was able to let everybody know the direction of Carnival going forward. We need to find out about the cultural committee. Who are on the street that Abo is no longer going to be in charge of culture, so we need to find out all of that quickly. Culture is 6 months, 7 months away. My aim and goal is to be in use of culture, fitting and gallivanting and enjoy myself. Last I was I enjoy culture. I had to walk home because my partner left me on the road. I mean, don't left me. But not talk about that.
I feel like I could produce a culture armor queen, I at least go
Mm.
help with that interview. Yeah, I at least go help with that interview section.
No, 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 no. We don't
I,
want that. No,
I tell you,
no,
I feel like I
no.
got the
You
most.
want you then gonna be taken away from the fun. The
What is the
interview
fun?
section of the Queen show is the greatest part of the Queen show.
No,
You will
what
not
I did.
you will
Oh,
not you
oh,
will
you
not
mean
dilute the quality production that
oh,
we receive in the interviews. Nah,
oh, you're trying
nah,
to
bro,
say if
nah,
I you're trying to say
nah,
if I
dog.
assist somebody, then they're gonna be too prepared, and then you gonna
We
make it
don't
work.
we don't need that.
No,
We need the quality of the interview part to rise, and
I want
it's on the
equality.
perfect
I
trajectory.
want I want the quality of culture to go up so that them man could start to charge money to
What them
charge
man need
money
to
for the
do?
street.
What them man need to do is come to consult for culture. I'm gonna tell them exactly what to do and how to do everything. But they don't want to give me the money.
See what I need to do?
I have great ideas, you
I,
know.
I
Can't
need
give
to
me
go
these
up against
ideas.
Adele. I need to go up against Adele. Adele said everybody who she coach win best interview. So that's what I need to do. I need the challenge.
So again, so both you and Adele, I need I to sit on this side. I do not need her to be a part of these things. I deserve and I require quality entertainment. And you see Queen Show interview. Oh boy.
Me, watch out, me don't know how me I got train them, man. But anyway, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, shall be talking about all kind of things. And we're gonna continue to we used to see the Ant-Man trailer, we're gonna talk about that after the show. The Ant-Man
Yeah,
trailer
yeah,
we
yeah.
just put up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
SK SK you're gonna be seeing me in February. The weekend of the 17th is a big weekend. So I got to beat Arsenal the weekend there,
No,
and then
no,
I got
take
to
it
go
easy,
back
easy,
to London.
easy, 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 man, easy,
But,
easy.
but everybody, good night. It was
Yeah,
nice.
man,
It
blessings,
was nice
blessings,
being with
blessings.
you all again. We'll see you all next week. We're gonna see if anything happens. First, they have to get the quality girl. Yo, and that's the thing. I telling you, Neve's got in some quality girl.
No,
But
but I
but
agree. They need praises and incentives. I agree.
yeah,
Matter of
but they're
fact,
gonna have to give me the.
I'm gonna
They're
share
gonna give
something
me
where
the whole.
I just find out. So in Dominica, they got carnival coming up, and the queen and the first one up going to get a full scholarship to college.
Yeah,
I
talk
just,
money.
just I found that out recently. So we got to step the game up, make it worthwhile.
I feel like on a realistic level, on a realistic level. In addition to whatever the prize money be, they should get some kind of something from the gate, a percentage, something.
Mm,
Them you see, them man I charge. I think a $50 a gosh on now.
something from
If
the
if you
game.
if you get them something and you bust it down, still everybody get a set thing there. I feel like I could structure it. However, but I feel like you need to do that. I feel like we're
Yeah,
there.
but tell the committee chair to call me. I have great ideas, but they got to pay. These ideas cannot be free.
Okay.
But the greatest
But
summer
there
line
we
will be a great summer line, eh? Trust me.
um something glad you said that. Um I'm watching and I'm just watching as I say SK Carnival watching from afar. And I realize SK really don't care about these shows. Queen show would be on Wednesday. SK don't care about these shows.
What else you care
SK
about?
SK care about the 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 fets and SK concerned about the jamming. So I needed
Oh,
I had to give it to you. I had to give it to you. SK really really don't care
you
with
you
regards
you
to
you
this
you realize what SK do is what I've been telling her about.
yep
Them
yep
them shows them shows though. Nah.
yep.
And the first thing
I
though, let me tell you the first thing that Culture Harmony need to do. Culture Harmony greatest competition is Music Fest. You got to release everything you got in your hand before Music Fest release. Because people only paying for one of the two. Got to drop all it. Your
but this
biggest
is why
show,
I
the
saying
flyer got to be on Valentine's Day. Pow.
the 600 the 600,000. what culture am I gonna get? Need to go towards some kind of artist which is undeniable. It gotta be. I don't know who the artist would be, but they gotta do this thing. I don't listen to Jamaican music. I have no idea. The kind of music what me gonna listen to culture is not the same thing. So I ain't gonna get my way. Music festival at least I stand a chance. And by the way, with regards to White Sand, um, when last you see a all white party in Florida?
No, I used to have a bad along there.
White Sands, you might gotta get up out of here if you wanna continue.
No, I used to.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
I
the
feel
other
like
thing
please
though,
go just
music fest bringing Burna Boy. Yeah? So if I want to get people, people don't even choose one of the two. So they better decide early because Burna Boy gonna be in St. Kitts.
this. Everybody have a wonderful.
Okay. Blessings. Master control take me out.
Having conversation with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Got up in the morning, took a shot, it's the rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer. No, you're just an idol. You got me feeling like big.